Hey, if you're watching KG Certified, then your basketball smarts are off the charts. Make a payoff at Bet MGM, the king of sportsbooks. Yes, I said it, the king of sportsbooks. It's a no-brainer. Place a $10 wager on any NBA game. If any teams hit a three-pointer over the weekend in any game, you win $200 in free bets, regardless of your bet's outcome. Yes, regardless. Just use the bonus code KG200. Yes, that's KG200 when you make your first bet. Take it from KG. You're going to love winning at BetMGM. Visit betmgm.com for terms and conditions. Download the app using the bonus code KG200 to win $200 in free bets if a three-pointer is made this weekend. Man, this is where you make the living at, right? You know what I'm saying? Look, you see it right.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Every time I see you, always look bucket ready. You know what I'm saying?
See.
How you been, man? How you been, man? What's up with you, man?
My dog.
You stay, boy. You can get a bucket right now, huh?
Good, you know that.
You still working out?
You know that.
Ooh,
that's
keep
easy.
that thing. He keep it on the.
That's on the string. That's on the string.
How you been, man?
Good, you?
It's good to see you, man.
My
It's
God.
good to see you, man.
Hey, no lie.
Let's fall in, man. Let's fall in. Where you coming from? Up top?
Seattle. Yeah. I gotta show you something after this.
Ooh, right here.
All right.
Say word.
As soon as you walk in my house,
As soon as you walk in the garage, as soon as you walk in.
you're the first jersey you see.
Say word.
Real talk.
You remember, I hate to go into story time, but you remember when we was in the Knicks?
What time?
And for a couple years, we had like a little riff.
Yep.
Steph, all that. It was just competition. I got it.
Yep.
And the next time I saw you, because I never used to speak to cats before the game started. We stood to half court. And that's when all that changed for me. I can't speak for you, but for me, that's not like, oh yeah, I'm an F with my dude right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? You're a good dude. I thought you was on something else, but it was a good time for me.
I remember that, and I'm gonna tell you another story. So, I'm in Chicago. You and Minnie.
Yeah.
I go block a shot. Like you said, we had the little riff. And
Yeah, we was competitive. I get it. I wasn't even, you know what I mean?
And I went to block a shot, and I fell on my neck.
Oh, yeah, I remember that shit.
And I left the game on a stretcher.
Holy snap, I remember that, yeah.
And I know you always locked in, like,
I was like, you
to the
good?
max.
You good? Yes,
You good.
yes. I said that.
And that was everything for
It
me.
messed us all up. I remember that moment.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That was
I was talking to
everything
you
for
from
me.
the side. You good, Ma? You good, man? You gonna
sure
be all right?
did.
I remember that.
You sure
Holy
did. That was
snap.
everything for me. Dog, you don't know how much I loved you.
No.
For real.
I'm watching Steph Curry start off unbelievable hot. Shout out to Chef.
Shout out to Chef.
Doing his thing. But I'm noticing these last I'm gonna say 7 games, he has not been the best with the three-pointer, and I think he's at the lowest he's ever been, right?
Yeah,
I think he's at 30-something.
Yep.
I'm watching either last night, he took more twos than I ever seen him. He's back to like 2 dribble coming off, pull up, boom.
Yep.
Confidence or rhythm? If you had to put something in there, what is that? A little bit of both?
I think he's getting his confidence so he can get his rhythm.
Right.
I think it go hand in hand. Because I saw a clip yesterday when I was on the plane here, and his jumper looked a little different. I'm like, man, I don't look like Chef. And that could be confidence.
Wow.
But once you get here, always look at the mid-range like a jab.
It is.
In boxing, right? It keeps you honest. Now the analytics is saying, we want threes, we want free throws, we want layups. But just like you want that, the defense knows you want that. So that area right there is wide open.
So they taking some of this away from you to where you gotta take the twos.
Right.
And that's what I thought. I thought he was taking the twos, not just for the confidence, but to also fuel. That's crazy. He hit 3 twos in a row, came back, shot the 3, and airballed the 3. I was like, maybe his confidence ain't there. I don't know. That's the first thing I wanted to ask you. Like, I wonder if Maul, you know what I'm saying? What was your take on something like that?
But I love to see him mix his game up and shoot the twos.
I do too.
Yeah.
And he's probably one of the best under the rim finishers and never gets the credit. He really worked on his body control. Now, he ain't Ja going up here twisting and turning and
or Kai,
doing all this stuff. Yeah,
right.
but
now he's an underrated finisher.
He is. He definitely is.
And he's an underrated competitor.
Yeah,
Steph
just because yeah.
Don't let the light-skinned boy next door, like Steph's a killer. Steph's a sniper.
Facts.
Steph wants to turn out your lights, period. He's a competitor.
Early.
Early.
And often.
And as much as he can.
Facts.
I want to embarrass you every single time I get the ball. He's like that.
He is.
All respect to Shaq.
I know you watched Klay come back. Take us through. I know you had an Achilles before.
I had ACL, just like he did.
Take us through that. What? Take us through his mindset. I'm not telling you to speak for him, none of that. But that coming back and that building confidence back up. Take us through that.
That's the whole thing is trust. And I think that's the last part that's the hardest mentally. Because he's done the move he did 1,000,000 times before he got hurt. Can I still do this move? Is this the moment where it could go again? Is this the moment, if I do this certain thing, am I gonna feel something? And that mental, that's the best defense he's gonna see is mentally. If he is like, am I myself? You know what I mean? But to come back and see him get a dunk,
right.
That gives him a whole different confidence.
I was shocked at that.
Right?
I was like,
right? It gives him a whole different confidence.
2 years though, that's another thing. The load management, bro. Talk about this. Talk about how it's affecting not just odds and how betting comes into it, but matchups.
I'd rather see load management in practice. There's a kid somewhere in the country who's got Christmas tickets to watch you perform.
One time. And you don't come. Or you don't play. And then we coming for the matchups. That's what I hate, yo. I hate when guys sit out for the matchup parts.
Right.
It kind of makes you look like you're running from the matchup. You understand?
And it shows a little bit of this about you. Right? And that grit and that metal. And he nice, but he turned down that fade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real talk. And that's what it is.
Side note, man, the Grizzlies played the Golden State Warriors, I think, in Memphis. Gary Payton Jr. was hurt. He was hurt. He wasn't supposed to play. He was sick or something. He played.
That's that old school, though.
How much of the old school spirit is in these young guys, or that you see in these young guys?
It's there with some of them, like a GP. I mean, look who his dad is. He was raised that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ja Morant, another one.
He's got a different pedigree.
You could tell. When we was in the bubble, right, everybody was, saying how they felt. Ja was like, I'm good. I got a bed. I got food. There's a gym. I'm straight. I'm like, oh, okay. He gets it. Yeah, he one of those. You can see it, right? And so, some of them got it.
I love the play, man. I love watching all the guard play. Are you keeping up with everybody?
Yeah.
What's your favorite team to watch when you turn it on?
Brooklyn when they're healthy.
Really?
I love KD.
Right. KD's still smooth. He reminds me of a bigger version of you. Because he actually got a lot of stuff that he don't go to, bro.
We've talked about that.
He got a lot of stuff that he don't go to. I see him shoot the one-legged off the glass sometimes, or the fade, you know what I'm saying?
And more than anything, he loved the game like we do.
Like he's a student on it.
Oh, man,
following his visual,
always curious.
Always going through his,
Enough's not enough. He wants to master every part of basketball. And he will never cheat the game.
Yeah.
Never. So KD, Kyrie is just an artist. I love watching him. James, and obviously where Kyrie's playing on the road right now. But that's my go-to team. When they're all rolling, I'm watching Brooklyn.
You know who I love watching?
Who?
The Hornets.
Ooh, I love Melo too.
Man, listen. I follow Melo through the whole YouTube, half court, the whole, his brother, all this other stuff. But he is probably one of my favorites. Him and Cole Anthony actually are my two favorite to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're young, they're excited, they're not afraid to kind of, you know what I'm saying, grip up and, show some, passion and stuff.
Yeah.
But Melo has like an old school kind of he moves the ball. He has a high IQ.
Unselfish.
He kind of feels like that old school feel to him.
Oh, he got that fabric. He's made their team more unselfish. When your best player is passing like that, everybody's gonna move like that.
Right.
So he's made them fun to watch. He's made them exciting. He's embraced who he is. He brings some swag to him. He ain't turning down no matchups.
No, he ain't turning down nothing.
And he might do anything. He just did this the other day.
I saw that.
Right?
He has a bunch of magic in him. I see him catch it, push the ball. He's the first guard I see headman the ball. Like this. And I don't even think the coach is telling him to do that. He catch it right here. He'll headman into Haywood and just get into action.
He got that old school feel. But Lonzo's the same way. So you could tell that's how they were raised.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like you could tell that's how they were raised. They're very high Q. And I always say that I've never seen a great passer not be a thinker. Because you got to see things develop differently.
Yeah.
Right? You got to see it before it happens. And he's one of those. I saw him play his first 3 minutes in the game. You can go back 3 minutes in the game, I said he's going to be a star. He got it figured out. You can tell his fabric and his pedigree and what made him tick. And he was going to figure out the NBA game. I said he's going to be a star.
I can't wait for him to get like some little size on him to where he's explosive, to where he's finishing on bigs. That's going to actually take his confidence to another level. I got him being MVP less than 5 years.
I can see that.
Because he's dictating the league play, the style. I love the Suggs. I love the Anthonys of the world. I just love all the young guys that's in our league right now, how they compete.
How they going. If you look at him, Ja, Trae Young,
Luka.
Right? The point guard position is in a whole, it's in a great space.
It is.
For sure.
I've been watching Embiid lately though, bro. 35 for the whole month, bro.
And the way he's doing it. We watched him the other night. One time he came down, he said, okay, I'm gonna go post up. Next time he hung dribble, pulled up.
I'm gonna shoot
Next time I'm gonna shoot the three. I'm like, what do you do with him? Like, what are you doing with him? And now he's in that groove.
Yeah. He's in a different conversation as far as confidence. I'm also watching Jokic be on the West Coast and do similar things, passing a little more.
Right.
Like, no, Joker has a Bill Walton kind of game. Bill Walton was a great passer. He would help on D.
Right.
That's how Joker comes off to me. If you had the choice to pick two, who you picking out of the two?
That may just come down to health.
So who's healthier?
Who's healthier? I may have to go with Joker. But that's tough because Embiid's a monster. Ooh. Who else I got on the team? Take it. Who else I got?
No.
Who else I got?
You got nobody. You just got these two. You can pick one. You finna start a team. You need a big. You picking BD between these two. Who you gonna pick?
It come down to health. I gotta go Joker. It's tough though.
I gotta go big fella. I'm going. You know, because I see fear when he hits the floor. I see guys not wanting none of the action. When he takes that power two dribble and it's between your sternum, I see guys don't want it. I see guys buckle down with it.
I see you too. But if there was no health involved, then I'll take Embiid.
Really?
But I gotta factor in health. Because this is my core piece. This is my
I get it. I get it. Ooh.
This is my piece.
One-on-one. Who wins the one-on-one matchup?
Oh, Embiid.
You think so?
Yeah, Embiid wins that. No doubt.
No doubt.
Taking these hang dribbling.
Man, Joe,
So how you guard that?
Man, okay.
And it'll take the challenge defense.
I can't even get into this.
Embiid wins one-on-one. Embiid wins one-on-one.
Ooh.
Embiid wins one-on-one.
Oh, man, I don't even know how to, you know what I'm saying? Right. I don't even know how to answer that. I'm sitting up here like,
Hold on, let me ask you this, though. If you was in today's game.
Oh, no. Oh, you gonna play this game?
Yeah, I got to.
Go ahead.
In today's game, when it's positionless basketball, and you were one of the first to actually bring positionless basketball before there was a name for it.
Oh, man.
What are you doing in this game? What are you averaging?
I can't even say that because I'm watching Bron, and then I'm going to see myself in the 45 version of me. I can't like revert back to 21 and be like, I should tell Wiz, bro, the kill drift thing, you know what I'm saying? So I don't play that, right? But if you ask me to come in right now and do like what I know to do,
right.
Where I have confidence is that I can guard. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they do in the weight room to make everybody's legs give out on these crossovers, falling on their ass. I don't know what's going on. My stability, I got shocked. So my legs ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not falling on my ass, bro. Ain't nobody dropping me, none of that. So I got the confidence I can guard. I'm not saying no one can make shots on me, none of that. And then I have a J. So in the sense of where I see the game today was all pick and rolls, I can play from the pick and pop. They want bigs to roll now. Yeah. You got to know how to finish left and right. I wasn't the best finisher at left, but I can finish. So I always going to have confidence in being able to play. I can jump out here straight in these same games you talking about. It would be my stamina, and then the game is like this.
It's like this.
The game is 130. I think I seen somebody score 136.
Like yeah.
Oh, no.
No overtime.
Oh, no, I ain't got none of that. 136?
Right.
Oh, no. Oh, then I'm going to look like I'm 90 out here. You know
I need 21-year-old you, though.
I don't need 21 I'm a whole, you can't even do that.
The one that's in the USA
we
going
can't
against
even do that. You saw that? You saw that, right? That was supposed to be in the corner.
And Reef and all them.
Right, we had to sign all that off and get everybody, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
that one.
They didn't even want that. They didn't want that one. They didn't want that one. Not him.
That's what I need
Not him. They don't want that one because
that's
I can
how
guard.
I see it.
See, the difference in a lot of the bigs I see on the ISOs, I see a lot with James Harden. He'll go through three different, like the ball swing, come back up, swing, come back to him. When he come back to him, he gonna pick and roll. It's the ISO with the big. See, that's where my confidence at. And then the triple, take me through these moves, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing's north-south no more.
Nah, it's all east-west. It's all east-west to get to a jumper. You know what I mean? Like everything's to get to a jumper.
I saw a cat, 2 dribbles, and he stepped sideways.
He didn't go that way, he went that way.
Right. He went almost out of bounds and tried to bank it from...
It's so different now. They're not even saying you got to make threes. They're like, we want to get 33s up.
33s up?
33s
However
up.
we can get them up?
However we can get them up. They feel like that's the formula.
Is the league practicing? Is
no,
the league practicing?
Not like, no.
The league ain't practicing.
No, not like
See,
that.
this is why I would have a problem.
They have, you know what they have? They have
shooting times.
They have shooting times.
I heard that.
They have shooting, see, you know.
Shout to 2 S's, 2 L's. I had to ask him, he was like, nah, come in, we got guys got shooting times, you come in with your... Then I heard the workout, so like 30 minutes. Like you can't even go like 45 minutes. The workout, 30 minutes?
Nah.
So you don't warm up? You don't warm up? You ain't got no warm up?
10 of the 30s warm up. Yeah, it's different. It's different. It's a different league, I'm telling you.
Man.
It's a different league.
I can do this all day with you, man. Let's talk about the Suns. Best record in the league.
Chris Paul's at the center of it.
Yeah. I don't hear a bunch about them, though. I do not hear a bunch about the Suns. Why is that? Why do they fly under the radar?
That's a good question. Probably because they just went to the finals.
And everybody's expecting them.
Everybody's kind of expecting them, so they ain't really, like, oh, they was in the finals last year. They'll be in the finals this year.
You got them coming out of the West?
I got them coming out the West now.
Really?
I didn't at the start of the season. I thought the Lakers were going to get together, but I'm not rolling.
Right.
I'm not rolling there.
Right.
No, they don't have their identity. I'm not rolling. But yeah, I'm going with the Suns now.
Really?
For sure.
Man.
They're together. They know what it takes now.
They do. And then, too, I'm watching them come together.
Yeah.
JaVale McGee has put them over.
Underrated pick.
Listen, man. Shout out to JaVale McGee, man. That kid has made his career, like he has a whole three.
He's a champion. He knows what it takes.
Yeah, he knows. He knows. And you can see that work and that development in him, man. He's really taking them on another.
Right?
Yeah.
And when I was with Booker, he used to ask me at the time, he hadn't been in the playoffs, like, Mo, what's it like? What's the playoffs?
I like his pedigree. I like how he goes
old
at
school
it.
pedigree.
Really?
His pops. Great one.
Oh, yeah.
What's the playoffs like? You could see his eyes rolling. So when he had all the success he had last year, I wasn't surprised. I'm like, oh, he was built for this. He's been asking about this for years.
And he's been visualizing.
He's been visualizing for years. So I'm like, oh, this is it.
The rest of the league is like the Memphis Grizzlies, got the Jazz, the Warriors, the Wolves, the Lakers at 8. Like, I actually have the Warriors coming out.
Do you?
Just because of the Steph narrative. Steph has the narrative to not only win the MVP, but that type of momentum can carry your team to the finals. Klay coming back, great addition. I love Wiggs' play. I hope he makes the All-Star team.
Yeah, he should make the All-Star. Shout out Wiggs, absolutely. Shout out Wiggs. I'm so happy for him.
On both ends, too. I actually think that curation of championship pedigree that they've created up there is rubbing off on JaVale McGee, Zaza Pachulia when he came in there. It does something. That whole culture does something, right? And I'm seeing it actually affect Wiggs and him look like.
This is what he needed.
Yes.
This is the Wiggs they wanted to see in Minnesota. Right? When they're like, oh, he got all his potential, he could be a star. He needed to see that every single day in the culture of it. Because now if you're not bringing it, for whatever reason, as consistent, they're going, hey, look.
Well, it kind of points at you.
It points at you. You can't say because of this or that or we ain't got enough or whatever. And I'm glad for Wiggs because just like they needed him, they're bringing the best out of him as well. And I think he'll get his just due and be an all-star this year.
I always say consistency. I embed that in his head and just be consistent with whatever. I love GP2 too. I love seeing him up there.
Yeah, dog. I remember him at 5 years old being in GP's house.
That's crazy, right?
Watching him, it's crazy to watch. I'm like, gee, you wasn't this athletic though.
Man, no.
You know what I mean?
No. He got to get these from Mo, man.
That's definitely from Mo.
This is Mo. This is the Mo thing.
That's the Mo thing for sure.
If you had to pick out of the midst of the Grizzlies, Minnesota, who's in there? The Nuggets, the Jazz. You can't ever,
The Grizzlies, I think. I don't think they could beat the Warriors in the series, but I think they could push them.
I think so.
Remember how Atlanta pushed y'all?
Yes. You think it's the same kind of makeup
It's the same
there?
kind of makeup. I don't think they're ready to take that step yet, but they've got enough confidence right now where they're ready to make a push. And if you're not in your game, they can surprise you.
Yeah, Ja gives them a crazy confidence as a team. I saw when he was out how they played. I didn't know they had that great shooting. I didn't know that their shooting actually went that far.
Right. Brooks gives them a confidence and swagger. He's a dog.
He's different.
Right?
Yeah, I like him.
And they're young. And it's crazy because young teams usually, they're trying to establish themselves first, right? And trying to, I'm getting mine. We ain't winning, but I'm getting mine. I'm getting known around the league. They're doing it differently. Yes, I respect that.
I'm aligned with you when you say that. I actually think when the Lakers get in here, that now, when you have the season out of the way, and you still got to get there. And this is if they're there to be able to be at 7, 8, or wherever they land at, right? You got the play-in, all this other stuff, right? Veteran teams, I feel like, get highlighted in series.
For sure.
Because now it gets broken down. You don't have 4 or 5 teams you got to plan for. It's just one team. And then this is where that talent, this is where that elongated confidence, just that experience comes in. Talk about the scariness of the Lakers in the playoffs.
First off, LeBron can control series.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? You got your coach, and he's a different chess player, right? He's the ultimate chess player, so he can control your series. He'll see you enough. He'll know exactly where the help's coming from. He's going to gravitationally pull everybody else. You just got to make shots at that time, right? Because he's the focus.
Right.
So I think with him, Melo, Russ in the series, right? They can really lock in, right? I think Malik Monk's gonna pay off dividends. He can help them win a playoff game. He's the guy that can play with LeBron, playing off the ball. You can run your offense to him in the second unit. You know what I mean? So they have
pieces.
But it's them getting there. If they get there, there can be problems. There can be stuff to deal with. AD, if he's healthy, if he's rolling. engaged, all that stuff plays a part.
That's another thing. He looked bouncy the other night, though.
He did look bouncy.
He looked too bouncy.
Yeah, he looked bouncy.
I ain't gonna say too bouncy, but I was like...
He looked bouncy.
He looked really good.
Yeah, he did.
Surprisingly, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I ain't tripping. The Heat, man. Another team that I feel like don't get their justice, man. They climbing the ladder, but quietly. I don't ever hear anything about them over the top. I've been hearing about Ja, I've been hearing about Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Like teams that's like really shocking, but you don't really hear...
Well, their best player he has that workman attitude. Jimmy Butler got that workman-like attitude.
Come in, Pell, lunchbox.
And he got it from the mud, JUCO, never highly recruited, never highly touted. So Miami was he was born to be a Miami Heat player. You know what I mean? And it's like, no nonsense. We coming to work every day. Right. I don't care if you hit the big shot. I'm fundamentally sound. I'll take the challenge defensively. I'll make sure you guys get easy shots. And now they got Lowry, who we know is proven in the playoffs as well, right? So he can win a game in the playoffs. So I think Bam is coming. I got my guy Hero for 6th man of the year.
Oh,
yeah, he's rolling.
Yeah, that's the next year. That's 6-man conversation. Hero?
Yeah, I got Hero.
He can really start on anybody's team, right?
It's a luxury to have a guy getting 19, 20 points off the bench.
He's one of them walking buckets.
He is. And he's fearless.
Yeah.
He's fearless. Miami's going to be in the best shape.
Yeah.
They're going to grind it out.
They're going to be prepared. They're going to know their assignments.
Right? And they got the soldier, the leader of all those guys over there saying, you know what? There's not going to be fear here. We don't believe in fear over here.
What stops Miami? Injuries?
Miami, you got to out-talent them. You got to just have more talent because they're going to out-grind you. They're going to outwork you. You just got to have more talent top to bottom.
Right.
If they run up against a Brooklyn. Facts. Right? Something like that.
Because they got the pedigree, the toughness, the push.
I think they can beat in Milwaukee.
In a series?
With Lowry?
With Lowry?
With Lowry, I think they can. I think they can. I think they can.
That Greek freak, a different beast.
He's a different beast.
Yeah.
He's
then Middleton always plays on another level, too.
See, Milwaukee got that grind-out mentality, but Miami they live in that space. Right. They ain't got to go there. They live in that grind-out mentality.
That's probably a series I would watch.
That's a series I would watch.
That goes to 7?
That goes to 7.
You think so?
Regardless,
that's a ball fight, huh?
That's a fight.
That's 85 to 90.
Whoever comes out that one's going to be like, man, I need some time off because I was in a fight. A real fight.
And this what, 75 is what, 80 on there?
Yeah.
Ain't no high scoring in that?
Them buckets is worth 2. They're worth more. It ain't just one bucket, they worth 2.
Well, let's talk about Chicago. You said Milwaukee?
Miami.
Miami?
And Brooklyn.
And Brooklyn.
Brooklyn's won.
Brooklyn's won?
If Kyrie Irving's playing with them, I got them winning championship.
Yeah, it's hard going against their talent pool. My issue is their supporting cast. The thing with Brooklyn is that you got to have one of them 3, which is dope, on the court.
At all times.
At all times. But James Harden, you can leave out there for a whole quarter and he'll
carry you.
He'll go through the phone booth and come out like that. And nothing, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And they actually showed a stat that him and Kyrie are actually a better tandem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm just we're just sitting here going, but I know the world gonna probably get mad because we didn't throw Philly in there, but I don't see Philly being on the same levels as them. But Chicago too, though. Talk about Chicago. I love that. I love their makeup, by the way.
Yeah, I love it for Zach. I love it for Debo. I had them being a surprise team in the East. I didn't know they'd be 1 or 2 or whatever they are right now. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that translates in the playoffs, though. As it gets tougher.
Yeah, I'm seeing them slowing down.
People kind of catching tougher.
People trying to. People not figuring them out a little bit, right?
Yeah, they are. They are. So as it gets tougher,
it's gonna bring it out of you.
Start locking even more, right? Yeah. And I think they're not there yet. I think they'll have a great regular season. I'm not sure they're on the top 3. They're not with those top 3 yet in the playoff series. Not in that situation.
I actually like them. I think injuries have, I wouldn't say sidetracked, but definitely knocked a little momentum out of their way.
Yeah.
Not having, I heard Caruso's gonna be out now.
He's gonna be out for a while.
That's
rhythm.
I saw them when they was full throttle, and I liked the way they played.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm saying. I got them in that 4, man. Who comes out of there for? Who comes out of there for? Brooklyn? Or you said Brooklyn?
Yeah, I got Brooklyn coming. I got Brooklyn coming.
It's hard to go against that. They got
too many closers.
It's hard to go against that. MVP race.
Ooh.
We got Embiid.
Yeah.
Joker. Giannis.
Steph, KD.
I was going to, you got to throw DeMar in there, right?
Yeah. Debo got to be in there too.
DeMar's having shout to him, man. I'm happy to him, man. His whole story, his journey.
Especially as a vet, super vet, right? They're like, nah, you on the B side. Nah, I'm rolling still.
Facts.
And I'm leading my team to being number 1. So I had KD before he got hurt. Now, obviously, he's going to take himself out with the injury.
I had Steph. Actually.
Did you?
Just because of the storyline. You know the league. The league is all about drama and days of our lives. Another in the days of our lives. Like, come on, man. Like, So in that, momentum, though, carries teams. I hate to say it, because you be inspired and for some reason, Steph will have incredible energy and,
I got
confidence.
a question for you. If the Lakers are top 7,
Whew, that's scary.
does LeBron get MVP?
If the Lakers are top 7.
He's almost leading the league in scoring. AD was out for an amount of time. He's carried them. If they're top 7, does he get? Because you have to be in the playoff race to get MVP.
Yeah,
if he's top 7, does
that.
he get playoff? Does he get MVP consideration?
I heard someone say this on something else, and I just want to piggyback it. Like, I don't believe that you need to have the best record in the league to be the MVP.
Right.
If we go back and we follow the consistency of how this award gets divided out, it goes like that. Oh, you got the best record in the league, or you was 1 or 2. I've never seen an MVP come from a team that was 7th or 8th.
True, but this is LeBron.
I was about to say, this Bronze League,
LA,
yeah. It's hard to go against that. So, I mean, what he's doing at 37, I don't think another, maybe, I don't even, how old is KD? KD's probably the only person I'm seeing copying this.
He's 32, 33.
KD's that young?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
He's like 33. Coming off Achilles and goes in average ticket. I really believe
KD, I'm sorry, I'm messing up this whole thing.
He could average 35 if he wanted to. Side note.
Oh, my God.
But my man, he's trying to play. I think what he's trying to do is average 30 playing the right way. He's trying to average 30 taking no bad shots.
And you know what he does?
He's really trying to perfect the game.
Yes. And he doesn't take nothing out of.
No.
Yes. It's always 2 dribble pull up, 1 dribble pull up. It's always.
And we worked out together, right? And he trained every single rep like it was game 7. There was no shortcuts.
Yeah, that was another thing I was going to ask. Yeah. Game speed is everything.
It's everything.
Training in game speed is everything. Doing your moves at game speed is everything. I don't believe in slow-mo.
No.
When you learn to dance in slow-mo, but when it's time to battle, you like, what? What you say? What you say? We going game speed.
Right.
That's important, man.
That's everything. Because there ain't no on and off switch.
Facts.
And I'm telling my kids that now, like, look, it may look cool right now, but it's not going to work when that pressure's underneath. You're like, man, I can't turn it on. It's not there. I'm missing.
Or when you're
missing, you to have rhythm of going, the game speed you need to go.
Facts. That's big. That's big. Trade deadline. What teams would you think need to make some moves, would you say? We're playing owners here.
We're playing owners, okay.
Magic came out. We can't say that when Magic comes out and suggests something to Jenny Buzz publicly that he's not subliminally saying,
right.
Hey,
already had this conversation. So that could be even putting more pressure on the situation, right? So if I'm the Lakers, I'm going to get more guys who can play without the ball. If you look at LeBron, we know in the playoff series, if ultimately that's what they're going to be judged on, we know that he's going to have the ball. So I need more players around that. I need more guys like Malik Monk, where I can get at cheap value who can come in and shoot, catch and shoot. Wow. Not scared of the moment. I need more guys like that in the trade field.
So you think the Lakers are going to make a move on
They're definitely. I don't think this will be a Laker team that enters the playoffs. No.
Really?
No. They got to make a move.
Wow.
For where they want to go.
Boston make a move?
I think Boston makes a move, but to me, they need a vet. They don't need to break up 2 young guys. They need a vet to show them. They need a vet score to be like, no, this is how you get your points. This is how you work together. They need a vet that can still go do it, that can show them, like, you know what? Sometimes being that dual threat, instead of just scoring, I'm going to get him going. Now you become more difficult to guard because you're making guys better and you're scoring. They need a vet to tell them that.
Oh, wow, I'm just sitting up here thinking about what that vet looks like and if it
was a DeRozan. Somebody like that. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Somebody like that.
Someone seasoned can come in.
They got a new coach,
reputation,
right?
Yeah.
You got somebody they respect, the young fellas respect, and say, you know what? He's done it. He's a scorer. I respect him. This is how you do it. If they had like a DeRozan come in showing them the way, somebody like that, wasn't getting their way in their own development, but could show them the way wholeheartedly, with no agenda, show them this is how you do it, I think that will help them take off.
You see any of the top teams like Phoenix, the Warriors, Milwaukee, you see Brooklyn, you see any of them making any
See, the Warriors almost got a trade with Klay. And that's why I kind of don't have them come out of the West, because it's going to be a whole new adjustment to really get him back. Now Jordan Poole, now you're on the bench. How are you going to accept that? You know what I mean? How are you going to find your rhythm? Because he was rolling at the beginning of the season.
I actually liked his confidence, and I actually liked the fact that he was going to the bench, playing with the second unit, having that first unit confidence. If that translates, though, if that doesn't translate, then that whole theory goes out the window.
Right. So I think they almost got a new player in Klay. That's their trade.
And it's a refresher, too.
Yeah. Philly, to make that next step, they have to do something with that Ben Simmons situation.
What's going on with that?
It looks like he's not playing.
And I heard they want a 5-star, high-caliber all-star player.
So they want a guy, let's just say, like Harden.
Or like Lillard, Dame Lillard.
So do you, if you're Philly, do you say, oh, you know what? We have enough to make the playoffs, but we don't have enough to take that next step, and we'll wait and hope that we can get a guy like a Lillard or Harden this summer? Is it worth taking this step back right now to say, you know what, it'll pay off in the future?
Embiid is having an unbelievable season.
Oh, man.
It will be overshadowed by this issue. When they bring up 21-22 season, this is going to overshadow him. And that's terrible to say. But that is such a real thing. So I would have tried to move that situation out and on and been past that. And not sit on it, because now it's becoming more of a bit distraction. And guess what? Guys are falling out of COVID, guys are getting hurt. You know, you're still dealing with like real league issues, right?
Right, because like you said, we're talking about Embiid, but it's still coming back to the situation
it
at
is.
hand. That's been the cloud, right?
It is.
Right?
Because when you lose, you know what? Oh man, if you had that shoot or if you'd had X, Y, and Z, Tobias Harris has to step it up. He has to go to another level.
He absolutely, with the way they're constructed right now, he has to be the second best player.
Yes, he has
without
to.
a doubt. He has to average 20 plus. He has to come with that mindset. And as you know, when you're one of the better players and you go bring it every night, it settles everybody else down.
Yes,
it gives them confidence.
Even your big players, they actually say, you know, I can sit for a little bit and watch you go and play off your wave. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think he's their better playmaker. I love Maxey. I love the young kid, the guard that they got. I think he can score. But I like Tobias just because he has the playmaking ability to get guys shots and get his own shot.
I always say that. I say good players make themselves good. Great players make everybody else good.
Yeah. Look, man, we got games coming up, man. Stuff like Lakers and Hornets.
That's exciting.
Who you liking now?
Where's it at?
At Charlotte.
I'm rolling with Charlotte.
Ooh.
I'm rolling with Charlotte. That energy, especially if it's a Friday night game, the whole city's coming.
It is.
LeBron only comes one time. You might have MJ sitting over there.
Right.
Melo gonna be his
definitely might be at the game.
Yeah.
If him at the game, I might have the Lakers. You know why?
Because Brian gonna turn it up?
Because Brian, when Brian smelled popcorn in certain places, man, it get popping just like how he was in Brooklyn. I knew he was gonna have a good game.
Yeah, you knew it.
And then after that, I heard his interview, we came to New York, I missed the first one, so I can't,
you know his mindset.
So if Jordan's sitting over there, Mike got his little 2 cents, and you want to say, A, B, and C, and then the Hornets are going to be ready to play.
Yeah.
So that's another thing.
I think I got Charlotte now.
You got Charlotte now? I'm going to take the
now.
Lakers in that one, you know what I'm saying? Okay, the Jazz at the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies. No hesitation.
No hesitation?
Nah, they got that grit and grind kind of deal with them right now.
Yeah.
They weren't even part of that fabric, but it's still there. It resonates somehow.
Like, how do you even, it's almost like they went into the archives and pulled that down and interjected it, right?
Yeah, they sure, with young dudes though, and they got a superstar in Ja.
Yeah,
he play with no agenda.
Yeah, he do. And he's a real superstar that brings it consistently every night.
His excitement is just, he can go get a big block, he can dunk, he can cross you over, yeah, I'm rolling with them.
I got him in the MVP race too on the low.
Yeah, low key.
Spider Mitchell, probably one of the more underrated superstars in our league.
For sure. And he's humble. I love his humility. I love his work ethic.
Yeah.
I love how he approaches the game. But he needs some help.
He's one of my favorites to watch. I think he makes some of the more tougher shots. He takes some of the bigger shots, and I thought when Utah lost Gordon Hayward, he slid in perfectly. I am going to pick the Grizzlies off.
Yeah, we rolling on that one. We rolling on that one. That's
no doubt.
Yeah, we rolling on that one.
I love how the Grizzlies play too.
Right.
We got the Nets and the Warriors. Kyrie's in the building.
He's in the building.
He's in the building.
Coming to put on the show.
You already know, and Chef is on the other end, so you already know they got history. Let's talk about those matchups,
That's one of the more underrated matchups in the league because they see each other on the biggest stage.
Right.
And they're both strapped like Fort Knox.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Right? Like, these are two of the most skilled point guards to ever play.
They will not guard each other, though. It's always the best defender.
That will guard opposite.
Yes.
So you might see Brown on
Brown
Curry.
On Steph, absolutely.
And you might see Klay on Kyrie.
Yes. And that's how I'm expecting that back.
That's how that goes. But they'll both have their moments. It'll be the game within the game with them.
Would you put Gary Payton Jr. on James, or would you put him on Kyrie?
I would put Gary Payton Jr. on James. I'm going to tell you why. James likes to dictate tempo.
Yeah.
He likes to bring the ball up at his own pace, walk it up. If Gary Payton's picking him up full court, it makes him a little bit more uncomfortable. Yeah. You put Klay on Kyrie, you got a little bit more size. Even if Kyrie shakes Klay, that's not going to deter him. They've seen each other on the highest level. Klay's going to keep going. He's going to be tenacious. Right. So I match up that way.
I think for the candy part of it, James got a lot of candy with him,
Yeah, he do.
I like Gary Payton better than that. I watched him play Ja in the second half of the Memphis game, and he slowed that wave down a little bit. So from that, they're a different team when Kyrie plays. And I feel like Kyrie is the one, you got to pick your poison here. If I gotta pick, I would put actually Gary Payton on Kyrie just for that.
Kyrie.
And then I would let Klay in. You know, they're familiar. You know.
Right.
Gary Payton ain't playing enough minutes for you to, you know. So I feel like, you know, he gonna bring the best out of Kyrie.
Oh, he do that.
Oh no. So that's what my competitive nature wants.
Yeah, I see that.
Who do you pick in that matchup? I mean, who do you pick between the Nets and the Warriors to win?
With no KD, I'm taking the Warriors.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's enough with James and Kai going to win in Golden State with no KD.
Just because he hasn't been shooting the ball as of late, and I think that shooting actually gives them an interjection of confidence.
Yeah.
I hate going against the chef because he's one of them players that, you know, he's been playing like this for 7 games and then boom. But I'm gonna go with the Nets on the road.
Chef's only one shot away at all times.
At all times.
I was in Golden State. He had a quarter, we played, and he hit like 25 in the corner. His last shot was a half-court shot. You would have thought it was Michael moonwalking in Oracle. His connection with the fans and the way he interjects life in there is like nothing else.
Listen,
so I'm going with the Warriors.
I got a friend Bo somewhere jumping up and down on this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I got the Nets beating the Warriors though, you know what I'm saying? So Grizzlies at the Sixers.
I'm gonna go with the Sixers.
You got the Sixers at home?
Because Embiid, he's rolling at home. Doc's gonna have him ready. It's a big game.
I was looking at the Grizzlies. I know TA and a bunch of old school guys go to practice.
Right.
Zach, all them still live in Memphis, so they go to practice. They go mess around, they integrate themselves.
You can feel that though. I didn't even know that, but
I
you
can
feel
tell.
like that DNA is somewhere in there.
I can tell. This is not that coach bringing all that in there. No way. This is influence from other players, yeah.
Yeah, no, that DNA is there. They pull it from somewhere.
You can tell, man.
They pull it from somewhere.
You can definitely tell it. Man.
They fearless too. They almost like, they talking and backing like, what? What y'all gonna do?
They got a whole old school, I'm talking about players I ain't really think that, I was like, who is this? And he got a wet ball, and then it was like, I was like, what? I watched it when Ja went out, and they still had that confidence. I was like, wow. Is Brooks from Seattle?
Which Brooks?
The young kids.
He went to Oregon though, in the Northwest. He ain't from Seattle.
Is he from the Northwest somewhere?
I don't know if he's from there or not.
Is he Canadian?
He's Canadian.
Almanac. I think he's from Vancouver. I heard that.
He's Canadian.
I've heard
there you go. He's Canadian.
Yeah. I got Philly at home against the Grizzlies just because of Embiid, man. Averaging 35 for the month. That's super hard. The Heat at the Celtics in Boston. Never a dull moment. You know?
Got to go first on that one. You know what that Boston feels like.
Yeah, I do. And you know what? I want to roll my C's here. I just don't think they have enough. I think with Bam's emergence coming back and how the Heat are prepared, Lowry, Tyler coming up, yeah, that's a lot. So
yeah,
I'm gonna have the Heat.
Yeah, I got the Heat in that one too. And you know Pat Riley gonna give him a speech beforehand, the history of the Boston Garden and all that. Like, I got the Heat.
Coach Eric is gonna have them ready, yo. So I look for them to come in there with some energy. Yeah. Hey, listen, and that's the Bet MGM Anything's Possible matchups for the week.